All right. So I don't know how you're feeling at the beginning of the day.
About not wearing masks?
Yeah.
I feel great.
It definitely feels different. I gotta say, like walking in without a mask today, it didn't feel normal.
I've got mixed feelings about it.
I don't know. A lot of it is just like, it's awkward, I think, now to take it off.
I'm fascinated just seeing who is wearing a mask and who isn't wearing a mask and thinking about the different kind of processes individuals have probably gone through to come to that decision.
For the past year and a half, there's been a blank spot in all the faces of students at Woodstock Union Middle School. It's an area that extends from below the chin to the tip of the nose and from earlobe to earlobe. It's a place where you'd normally see braces, pimples, burgeoning stubble, and, on good days, smiles. In place of those hallmarks of early adolescence has been a heretofore foreign object, a mask. But that is about to change. Beginning on March 2nd, masks were no longer required for teachers or students at this school. So today on the Pathfinders podcast, the great, or not so great, unmasking. We'll talk to teachers and students and see how they are feeling in the first few days of what might be yet another phase in their pandemic education.
Steve Smith, and I teach social studies at Woodstock Union High School. There has to be some sort of impact on not being able to see each other's faces. So I think it ideally will make us more, human, make us connect more. So I think it's kind of exciting, and I think I'm going to start no mask first class.
What do you predict? I mean, how many students do you think you're going to have not unmasking?
I have no idea. It's kind of a obscure email. I mean, that's the thing. I wonder about how many people actually read the email. It's like Friday night in some school communication. I barely read those myself. Hector Kent, and I teach 7th grade math. I think there will be a few kids wearing them, I guess. Let's say 3 to 5.
So you're no mask?
No, I'll put a mask on for class.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that if there are students who are struggling with that, me wearing a mask takes a little bit of the attention off of them wearing a mask.
Anne Lassard, 7th grade English and Social Studies teacher. I don't know if I'm fully anticipating the way that people are going to feel actually seeing each other. For some of us, the first time, our full faces. But me personally, I feel that if the choice is out there for us, then I feel like it's safe enough to do so. And so I feel very comfortable, but I also recognize that some don't. And I want to make sure that my students understand that it's individuals making decisions based on a variety of reasons that we might not know. So we need to respect everyone's choice.
I'm thinking that there are a lot of kids' faces that I've never seen before. If I haven't seen them during lunch without their masks on, I think it's striking. It's almost like meeting people for the first time. I just saw someone in the hallway that was new to the building this year that I'd never seen without her mask on, and it changes your perspective, even though it shouldn't, right? It's just somebody's appearance, but to see somebody smile, I think is really powerful. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. I am going back and forth on anticipating and kind of feeling empathy for those students who might struggle to figure out how to navigate this situation, because it seems like it's a pretty big deal for kids, and to think about them having to do that in the midst of a school year versus at the beginning where I don't know, it kind of seems like it's the expected part of the experience is to have the unknowns and figure out how to navigate something. It'll be interesting to see how that works in the middle of the year.
Can you state your name and what you teach for the record, please?
Melissa Fellows. I teach 7th grade science.
My name's Alexis, and I'm a 7th grader.
Proud of it.
I am so proud of it.
All right. So, actually, would you like me to wear a mask? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So today is the first day in like a year and a half where you've been like, hey, you can come to school without a mask. You still have a mask on. Would you mind just talking about your decision?
It's also just the thought of people seeing me without one on, like what they'll think. And it's just a lot of it. Because like nowadays, a lot of it is like what you look like and you thinking about that. And that's kind of like what got me in it. And I also don't think this is going to last long. Like I think when everybody takes it off, it could end up to like a big like COVID outbreak in our school and they come back on. So I don't know.
I have an idea.
Okay.
My name is Morgan Putnam. I use an E instead of an A.
Okay.
It's true.
It's true. All right. So, I'm noticing you are wearing a mask today.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you could talk a little bit about your decision.
Well, besides the fact I forgot, like we were allowed to choose wearing masks, I feel like I'm going to continue wearing them, not in gym, but like continue wearing masks. Because I feel like it makes me feel comfortable, and I feel like I hope to make other people feel comfortable.
Can you say more about that last part? What do you mean? How does you wearing a mask make other people feel comfortable?
Like, I know I probably shouldn't be there if I am sick, but if I have like a minor cold, sore throat, like in like COVID era, I definitely feel uncomfortable if someone has a cold. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like it tells them I'm not going to transmit like any disease, and I'm not going to be getting a disease anytime soon.
Okay, my name's Nicholas, and I'm a 7th grader. It seems to be the only reason that we are doing this and taking off the mask is for human comfort. My question is, why don't we just leave them on for a couple more months until this whole thing dissolves instead of cutting off now and taking a bigger risk?
Oh, I didn't know I was being interrogated. Laurie Smith, and I am a social emotional teacher. I'm really heartened to see a real mix because I was worried that it would be just a tiny majority of people in masks, and particularly that students would feel uncomfortable. So it's really actually nice to see a mix of decisions. That feels super healthy to me.
About a week into this latest pandemic experiment, the mix that Laurie described is still very much present at Woodstock Union High School Middle School. There are fewer masks in hallways and classrooms, but there's nevertheless still a strong contingent of students who dutifully don their face coverings each day. And so far the mix does appear to be healthy. Attendance is strong, and mask-wearing students report feeling respected for their choice. The pandemic path, though, has been anything but straight, and it's too soon to tell exactly what the future holds. Special thanks to the teachers and students who shared their thoughts for this episode. I'm Pathfinder's podcast host, Matthew McCormick, and I hope to see you down the trail.